Overhaul might have a rival in torturing children. This isn't what I was thinking could happen in this chapter, but I guess it's going to happen. Alright, hello everybody. I'm Overhaul, and today I'm going to be reviewing My Hero Academia, chapter 221. And we get to meet the Doctor, Odoroma Ujiko, and one theory that has been spelling out that the fan base can basically confirmed. But yeah. So in this chapter we begin it with kind of the same way when we ended the last one, with the Doctor talking to Tomoa through the radio. And the Doctor explains to Tomoa what's the deal with Jigatomakia. He is one of All For One's most loyal followers, to a point that he's actually, refusing to even take the possibility of Tomoa being in charge. Not think of anything except literally crying his eyes out, throwing a big fit about him being the successor. And he also explains that he is the first human that was able to take multiple quirks who didn't need any modifications. So this implies that all normals that have quirks put in them also need some kind of modifications to work, which is most likely why they look like big, buffy, only half of their fucking head being a fucking brain. Monsters things. So yeah. That seems to be the deal with Jigatomakia. Now, it's not expressly stated what quirks Jigatomakia has ingested in him. It seems like that he has a huge stamina, because that's what Doctor said. It's also very likely that he has some kind of a size altering quirk, or some strength altering quirk. And possibly some kind of a quirk that allows him to make one strong body to make him very built. So it's like we're going to take more than just a simple fire to actually harm him. And he also seems to have some kind of possible earth manipulation type quirk. We don't know if that one is even likely. I think it could just be him just with one arm just breaking the ground. So yeah. Also, there were some theories that Jigatomakia could be the Rat Riot, the hero that Kirishima looks up to. But most likely because we don't know what happened to him, and they do kind of look similar. Now, even with Jigatomakia's mouth, he seems to have a very specific mouth looking out, and Rat Riot wore a mask to hide his mouth. So if it's revealed that Rat Riot has his full face looks similar to Jigatomakia's, then it's going to be something. I don't really care for it for now, but yeah, that theory is not confirmed in this one. They just explain it could just be a coincidence, in fact. So yeah. Dobby is like, wait, if we need to show him power, then all we need to do is fight him and show why we're the strongest, and then Jigatomakia just walks through the fire, and the Doctor's like, yeah, true, but it's not going to work. And he just puts a recording of All For One on, and the recording says Ma Chia, and then Jigatomakia's like, wants to it. We don't say the word, but you can assume. He grabs the ball radio and he's like, yeah. And Tomoa is not very happy with his new power. Most likely because it's throwing a fate and would kill him every time he wouldn't build up to All For One's example of power. But yeah, Ujiko, spoilers. Oh, spoilers. The Doctor is actually Ujiko. Whoa, what big spoilers. Yeah. And he then says, you still think you can get everything you want just by wishing it. You will clearly hate him world way too much with Kurgiri. And he's like, give us a moment. And they're like, what the hell is up with this Doctor? Twice this. And he begins to burp, and then Toko's like, stop burping, it's gross. And then the weird slime thing or water, whatever it is, the weird liquid that comes from their mouth that was used in Camino to have them escape. So yeah, it's conveyed in this chapter that Quark is possessed by the Doctor, the Ujiko. So if that means there was two guys with this quirk, and all for one give and he got both of the two quirks, and he gave one of those quirks to the Doctor, and he has one of the version of that quirk, or maybe the Doctor just used this quirk, and it was just more developed quirk the way all for one said it. But yeah. Anyways, that's how it goes. So yeah, they get teleported to a facility that has a bunch of normals. We count 12 of these tubes, and most likely all of them have a normal aim. Like, I don't think we see the final 4 tubes, but for the first ones we do see the normals. One of the normals is high-end, which Dobby immediately notices and says, normals. But they seem different than the ones we had. And then the Doctor, and he reveals his name later, a bit later, he's like, oh, you really do have a good eye, Dobby. Yes, these normals are definitely different than those low-end normals. These are high-end normals. So yeah, he's very explanatory, saying like, oh yeah, these are normals, it's all great, you're like excellent children. So yeah. We see a glimpse of him, but we see in the other chapter a little bit more how he looks like. So yeah, he says that, and he also says, you can call me Daruma Ujiko. So I guess that's because the Doctor would be a little, kind of going by the line, and they will kind of be too explanatory later. So yeah, and then Toma wants to talk to him about if he can recreate or duplicate the corporation bullets. Which makes sense for them to talk about that. But Gomez is like, I can't see him from the light. From the black light. And then I guess one of them steps forward. And then he's like, no, stay away! And his chair just goes into a little cave, a little facility that seems to be covered with those medical, those S3Es or something. In which he's like, my apologies, it's just I don't want you guys to be close to me. So yeah. And then people are like, what is up with this guy? And then Ujiko's like, Tomura, how is you and your father and else doing? And he says, fine. His father is most likely referred to his hand mask thing. I guess it might be some kind of a joke he has or something. So yeah. Then at the end of the chat, I think he's like, I have the normals ready, and the Giganta marker can be manipulated. But tell me something, Toma. Why should I do anything for you? Because if I give you so far, without you accomplished nothing. So yeah, and we get this reveal, this similar face. So yeah, the general consensus of this is that the Doctor who told Deku that he doesn't have a quirk is the same Doctor as Ujiko. I mean, sure, the glasses seem to be a bit different, and because there's no color, it could be that his mustache is differently colored, but for the most part, it seems to be the same character. I mean, the way we see in his silhouette form, he seems to kind of be in a similar pose, and his face, how it looks like, it's also quite similar. So yeah, it seems like very likely this Doctor is the same Doctor as the one that told Deku about the quirk. So yeah, this is also kind of confirmed with the line where he says to the League, in an actual meeting, yes, I only met Tomura, but it's likely I met you all. So, it's very likely we crossed paths before. Now, I would think he would be able to know if he crossed paths with them before, because if he was the Doctor, I feel like all of them would go to him. Maybe he was in the same facility. Well, except for Dobby, I can't imagine that he would not be able to know if he ever met the other ones. I mean, granted, we don't know if Toga has any family to speak of. Compasco, we don't even know how fucking where he came from. Spirit may not even be in this. That may not even have the same hospital. And twice, he seems like an maybe he's also an older guy. Yeah, maybe he's just referred to Toga and Dobby because they are likely crossed paths before. But yeah, so yeah, he says that. Now, and then no, yeah, yeah, he wants to know why he should help Tomura. Mura. I mean, you accomplished nothing, which is kind of true if you really think about it. I mean, a lot of the fan base is already thinking forward and saying, "Oh yeah, we are already the go. Alright, Tomura and he has an army of artificial high-end normals. He has all for one quirk, and he's going to take, and he's going to be, and the Daku is going to go in and fight him off and beat him. But there's a problem with this. That's the future. And right now, he only has 6 members that are willing to work for him. And even that one may leave. As far as which not only confirmation that he has like 11 normals, and even that I don't exactly know if any of them except high-end were even close to competition, and I don't even know what the purpose of the high-end normal was going to happen to him. And Jakarta is most likely not even working for him yet. Yeah, let's just say they're not doing well, even though the fan base thinks they are. Somehow a threat that's going to be impossible to take down right now. Please. I've seen bigger threats from villains that are supposed to be only jokes. Seriously, even Boggy from One Piece is more of a threat than League of Legends right now. Even though, because, he actually has a big organization. These guys right now literally just now we have like 20 members. And that's like including all the normals as actual members and some just weapons to use. So yeah. Now, what could Thomas say to the Doctor that would convince him to work with Shigaraki? Now, the translations are kind of a bit more ambiguous if you ask me. Which one being like, he needs to tell a reason why he needs to offer a good reason. He needs to give him like something. I believe it's kind of, kind of ambiguous. Because either he's going to give the quirk erasing bullets to him and to duplicate, and those bullets are going to be so amazing that he's going to convince to work for him, that he'll work for him. Or maybe not. But considering the fact the end chapter with Spinner, when he just seems to be very interested into what Tomo is going to say, it seems like they will actually say they need to say something that will prove it. Now, what I think Tomo could say is this: All for One had a quirk that would allow him to be very convenient for people that have quirks. Basically, everything a person would want what to do with their quirks, he could get and they would follow him because of that. Stays the ideology of killing off excellent heroes would be defeated. And the design to it was on the next level. All for One would follow himself as a light and look for people that would literally do everything because their lives are worthless. And he also had wealth. But here's what do I have? Well, I have a greater hatred. And as we all know, hatred is what's going to remain even after we all forgot it. All for One? Well, guess what? If he is Captain Tartarus, doesn't escape, and he just dies because of his body cannot handle it, people are gonna forget about him. I mean, he's effectively defeated. It's over. I mean, they already technically erased his from the history books. Hell, do the people even know? Do they just say he's a powerful villain showed up out of nowhere? Stage, sure. Right now he's big news, and he is still and there's still some videos of him that are being shut down. But yeah, but after big enough performances from the other heroes, and more heroes that just seem to have to, you know, the big teams and all that, he'll be forgotten. I mean, after all, we aren't seeing a bunch of people doing the same thing as Stain is. I don't even know. I have the all of the ones that would actually do a criminal act for the Stain's beliefs. And overall, well, he wanted to come back from the past, but right now he is completely forgotten. He is practically forgotten. Hell, his incident didn't even lead to such a big thing. But even if I'm forgotten, even if I get killed, the hatred will still remain. A year or so after I would be forgotten, the hatred will still be. My hatred is greater than all of yours. Hell, if you send me, Ujiko, back to Japan to kill me, you are going to feel hatred because I was such a failure, and Tamaki is going to feel hatred for me to be the successor, to the final thing to the thing that he sacrificed himself for, to be such a failure. Hatred remains. Everything else can be forgotten. But I have the hatred that will remain forever. Let's go to say something like that. I mean, I feel like there should be a final point to it, but I feel like he could go by the hatred levels. Hatred levels or something like that. So yeah, anyways, I hope you liked this video. I hope you're gonna leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos in the future. With that said, I cannot wait to see all of you people next time. Bye.